Final game of the preseason tonight. What's the group's, confidence level and comfortability level at this point in the preseason?
No, I mean overall it's been a good camp, and last game against Toronto was a good road game. So just want to try to build from that one. Last one at home. I mean, try to find our game, our pace, even more. So it's a good last test for the preseason.
You talked about building from the last game, but it seems throughout the preseason you guys have built on each and every game. What have been some of the key areas that you feel that you've done that as a group?
No, I mean just overall, like from the start, I think we've been coach has been very. They've been challenging us and working on our system, and I think we've been taking steps every game and trying to get there, like how we want to play and everything. I mean it's never going to be perfect, but I think overall our game, I know we're a good group of skaters in here, so we want to play fast, and I think last game we did, and want to continue to build on that.
So much of the talk on the ice is just ramping up for the season, but off the ice too. You guys are dealing with the schedule, the travel. How, important is that to get ready for the regular season as well? Maybe some that isn't go as unnoticed.
Yeah, I mean it's part of it, but it's fun. I mean to go play games and to travel, and then upcoming season. I mean travel is a big part, but we're pretty used to it and having pretty good travel. So I mean, just overall when we're home, taking care of bodies and everything, and then be ready when we travel and play on the road games.
And then for your game as well, what are areas I should say that you're looking to maybe take some steps and build on last season?
I mean, I still want to play good defensively. I think that's my main focus, but I want to use my skating and my vision and help to set up teammates and transport pucks out there. And I think with more confidence too, I think there's some offensive game in my game that I can bring too. But I just want to be a two-way defenseman that playing steady in all three zones.
Thanks.
Obviously one preseason game left tonight, but in terms of the physical aspect of ramping up to the season, how has that evolved for this group from the start of training camp to now to this point, and obviously still a week of practice next week?
Yeah, I guess you can define physical as a couple different things, like the bodies and getting used to the game and the pace and the lungs and the legs, where are they at? And then there's the physical play part of it where, we've got to improve in that area as well. But both have gone fairly well. It's hard to believe we're at Game 8 already. It feels like we were just going to Traverse City, but yet it's been a 2.5 week adventure for us. And I think during that 2.5 weeks, we've built our physicality. We've got stronger. We've got our lungs are better now. Our legs are a little bit better. Are they where they need to be? You have to look at individuals. I think the team is kind of where it needs to be, but there's some that can still improve. We'll always want more, and we have tonight, and then we have 3 days of practice leading up to day one, and then after that, we just keep trying to build our program and make it better day after day.
I know you had limited viewings on Michael Branzig-Nygaard coming into this camp, but are there any areas of his game that you've kind of grown more of an appreciation for as it's progressed?
Yeah, I got to see Brands play. He came over at the end of the season last year, so it was a playoff game. Yeah, I got to see him play in one playoff game, but it's difficult to really get to know an individual in one game, especially when you're watching the whole team. But as camp's gone on here, appreciation's grown for his competitiveness, his heaviness, if you will. Always thought he had a real good shot and could find the ice to get it off. He's proven that. But I think his skating and his understanding of how to use his skating has got better throughout camp. He's not wasting energy. His give-go game has got better. So he's improved.
And then just team-wise as a whole, I guess, what do you expect from this group based on what you've seen from them through 7? After tonight, it'll be 8 preseason games going in.
Yeah, so I guess if you're asking me, what do I expect from them tonight, or as
the season,
the season, more of the season, yeah. Well, we've got to talk about, or we have talked about an identity. You know, I think we are a better team when we're playing and skating, when we're quick to our jobs, to our tasks, and aggressive. We're a better team. When we're sitting back and kind of slow and letting it come to us, not so good. So that's an identity that we're going to keep pushing. I think the Pittsburgh game at home and the two to follow is evidence of it. We didn't skate well against Pittsburgh and didn't go good. The next two games we were aggressive and skated. As we go forward, our special teams are going to have to play a big role. Our goaltending is going to have to help us some nights, which we feel confident that it can. And you know, from there we're going to, like any other team, you have these grand ideas of playing guys with, you know, pairs of players with certain guys, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it's a ever-evolving lineup until you kind of get settled in and run it for a little while and hope you get results.
You know, can you get an indication here in the preseason games and practices of just where the PK is at, even without having your full lineup in any particular game?
We hope to. You know, the first couple games, it's so erratic, and we haven't even really worked on it, so we kind of throw that out the window. But you know, following that, we've talked about some of the situations where we've allowed goals. You know, some have been off the rush, some have been in the D zone, and then we talked about some of the real good things we've done. I thought the last two games, especially, was major improvement. The goal in Toronto, face-off loss, it's ping pong all over the place. Really, there's not much structurally that we're going to do different there, and those are going to happen. But when we do get chances to you know, to operate and work on things that we want to put in place, it's been showing up. Still not happening quick enough for me or naturally enough, but it will come.
And with the power play, when it's as successful as it was last year, and pretty much all the same parts are back this year, is there? I know you're always looking to improve, but is there a tendency to not tinker as much with something like that?
Well, we'll give, you know, tonight will be the first night where that group is actually completely together in a game. This will be Kaner's third game, and he obviously plays a big role on it. But that one unit, this is the first game scenarios that they'll face. So it's good for them to play there. The second group's evolving. We expect both groups to be effective. And again, it'll need some reps. It'll need some time. The one thing we could count on for the most part last year was production from those units. And, you know, can we keep that up? We certainly hope we can. It's hard to keep a power play at 27, 28% throughout the whole season. It ebbs and flows, but it'll be important to have it up and running, especially to start the season. See you tonight.
Okay.